Meet the Always Visible. This is not a music album or a cartoon, but a real immersion in the world of literary adventures. Yes, you understood correctly, it's just an audiobook. However, don't worry, because despite the lack of illustrations and the author's famous name, this work is unlikely to leave you indifferent. The fact is that this is not ordinary prose or typical fan fiction, but a crazy literary cocktail, mixed according to the recipe of such recognized writers of the past as the Strugatsky Brothers, Theodore Dreiser, unexpectedly, right? And even Bogomil Raynov, an author of the so-called unknown to modern readers Bulgarian James Bond, but Stephen King, to be honest, is not held in high esteem among us. If we delve into the details, Always Visible is an experiment from the world of literature, during which motifs from famous films of the horror genre, such as The Omen, The Ring and others, were taken as a basis, which were then reworked in such a way that only the most general details remained from the sources of inspiration. In other words, in this audiobook you will not find typical horror movie techniques that you are used to seeing in the movies. Instead, you'll find plot twists unexpected for the genre, intertwined with subtle wordplay and homages to literary masterpieces of past centuries, all 14 chapters that total about 13 hours. To give you an example of what we're talking about, as the story progresses, you'll be able to discover an unusual parody of The Picture of Dorian Gray, and you'll also have the chance to check out a daring crossover of Alice in Wonderland with Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And, importantly, the above plot motifs only play the role of side details, not intertwined with the main line of the story. Please note that the events in this audiobook never stand still. Get ready for the fact that its plot, starting with tear-jerking and romantic passages, at the most unexpected moments suddenly jumps to a detective story with an investigation into deaths and medical machinations. What about the ending? In order to hide the secret, only one thing can be said about it: not every horror film ends with science fiction on the topic of supercomputers. And that is not all. The audiobook has not one, but three main characters, which softens the sharp change in mood and perception of the book. And don't forget about the so-called open ending, which will allow you to independently interpret the events that happen to the characters and create your own version of the end of the story. The audiobook Always Visible is available on YouTube, and you can check it out by following the link in the description of this teaser trailer. Good luck to you, and one more thing, Asia Vieira, I love you.